Today, we become legends.
Hey, my name's Inter, and welcome back to the channel. I wasn't originally going to make a video about this situation. I made a community post. I was active on Twitter when it was all going down yesterday. So I'm a little bit late on making this, but I had a lot of people requesting that I do make a video on it, discuss my thoughts and that kind of stuff, get the news out. And so, yeah, this is going to be that video. It's just going to be me rambling about everything that's happened and the future of the game, the future of my channel, all that kind of stuff. And I guess I'll start off by saying that nothing's going to change with my channel with this. I'm still going to be creating Smite content if you guys will still be here to watch it. I still love the game. The game is still as great as it was yesterday. Nothing has changed with that, other than maybe the future outlook of the game in terms of how fast they can develop it. I still believe they can make a great game with the people that they still have left there. There's still some absolutely amazing people left there, you know, Clumsy, Pon, Isaiah, Kilgoon. There's still great people left at that company, and they still know how to make a great game, and the game is still as good as it was yesterday. It's still as worth playing as it was yesterday. So yeah, nothing's going to change for me. I'm still going to be putting out Smite content. This might be the only video today. I might be able to get another one out in time. I'm not entirely sure. This might be the only video for today. But yeah, I'll still be streaming it. I'll still be doing main channel content, second channel content. Nothing's going to change for me. I'm still going to be making videos on the game, and I do believe in fully supporting the game at this point. I see a lot of people saying, oh, you know, we should boycott the game or whatever because the leadership is terrible and we don't want to keep throwing money into this void that just ends up in like Stu and management's pocket or whatever. That's a valid criticism, and I understand people that feel that way. But for me, I still want to support the game and the devs that are left behind. And I think that's what the devs that were laid off would want as well. You know, a lot of these people that were laid off, they're great friends with many other people that are still at the company, and they want the game to succeed, you know, as much as it hurts to be laid off when they didn't really do anything wrong. You know, especially people like Aggro, people like Lermy, people like Ro, God, JMac, Dandy, all these people that have done amazing work for the game and pushed it forward, and then they lose their job over something that is not their fault. It absolutely sucks, but I believe there is still a future for the game. People have been throwing around the idea of like an Epic Games buyout or something else like that. Personally, I think that's a shot in the dark, really. It would be amazing if it did happen, you know, because Epic Games, some of these other companies, they have incredibly deep pockets. Smite 2 is a great game, and the only real issue is that it just can't be funded at the moment. That's why these layoffs are happening, you know, through various means. You know, the game not really making any money, the launch wasn't really what it should have been, overhiring during the pandemic probably drained a lot of money out of the company's pockets, other game failures, it's mostly on management for probably pushing for all these other games that just drained money out of the company. But you know, if a company with deep pockets came in and bought Smite, you know, it's a very small game in comparison to like Epic Games budget. You know, they could probably spend like 5% of their budget buying out Smite for the year, and then they would probably be fine. So that would be lovely, but honestly, I don't think that's going to happen. But even if it doesn't, I still have hope for the future of the game. There's still great people working on it. Development will be slower, for sure. They laid off almost half the company. But I do still believe in the future of the game. I think it's still a great game. It's the same great game it was yesterday. It might take a little while for it to get, you know, fully to its potential in terms of adding all of the gods and making the improvements, real assault map, that kind of stuff. But yeah, here's a Megathread that Hayzer made on Reddit of all of the known people that have been laid off. This is definitely not everyone. I think news has come out that they laid off around 50 to 60 people, about half of the company that remained. But these are some of the most prominent ones, faces that you will know a lot more. So, you know, you've got people like Lermy, you've got Ro, Trelly, Gore, J-Mac, Vinny, Dandy, Billy at Biscali in production. Aggro, huge one. I cannot believe Aggro's gone, man. That is honestly wild to me. Aggro and Lermy, especially, like everyone that got laid off does amazing work, but like Aggro and Lermy were like quite core to the game. You know, this isn't like the previous layoffs where I'm not trying to discount that, you know, the people that were laid off in the previous layoffs in terms of skins and monetization and stuff, that's also incredibly important to the game. But in terms of the core game's development, you know, Aggro and Lermy being gone is just such a huge blow. But, you know, there's tons more people here. Doug the Spectator for esports. A lot of the people laid off were esports related. Like, esports is pretty much just entirely gutted as a department, and then also they've lost, you know, some programmers, some designers, and that kind of stuff. So yeah, this is the list. I'll link to this post in the description from Hayzer. I'll also just go over a few of the tweets I made yesterday. I was active on Twitter yesterday discussing the whole thing. I just didn't really feel like making a video. I was just kind of in shock about it, to be honest. Like, we all kind of knew something was coming, but I was thinking, okay, you know, they're going to lay off all the esports people, and then we're not going to have esports maybe ever, or just for like, you know, 1 to 2 years or something like that, and then they'll bring it back. But it clearly like is a cancer that spread to the entire company and then every department within Smite and stuff like that, which is, it just kind of took me by surprise. But yeah, I made a few tweets yesterday. I made a community post as well, just like, man, it feels like every time the Smite scene catches a bid and gains some momentum, something comes along to slap it in the face. We will go on. The game's not dead, despite what some people will say, but this really sucks, and my heart goes out to the amazing faces like Go. And that's just really the summary of everything, right? Like, Smite was catching a bid, free-to-play went really well, Vegas went as well as it could have gone, really. Super amazing tournament, a lot of hype around it. Game goes free-to-play, game's getting good, we've got a ton of gods in the game now, we've got multiple game modes, the core like game feel has been improved dramatically. The game's just super fun, and it sucks for it to get hit with this kind of a blow, like right when we were kind of catching a bid and Smite 2 was really gaining some momentum. And I also tweeted, am I wrong in thinking about everything about Smite and Hi-Res is fucking brilliant, with the one exception of big picture management decisions and money allocation. I wonder who shoulders the blame for those things. Obviously, you know, the CEO, the board, the upper management, that kind of stuff. And then my final tweet of the day is the one that I think is the most important, in my opinion, that I put out. I said, it's not a good look, but it's not over. It's still the same great game it was yesterday, and I would encourage people to not boycott or call the game dead because of this. Will the future be tougher than it seemed before? Yes, but there will still be a future for the game. For every dev lost today, there's another who still pours their heart and soul into this game, and boycotting it or spreading doom will only result in the same thing again. Call for Stu's resignation, sure, but don't just doom the whole game and the others who work on it. And that's really the perspective I have at the moment. You know, I don't think boycotting the game, not playing it, not buying anything for it is going to help anything in this situation. Like we saw, you know, in this period of like maybe a year or so since Smite 2's announcement while they were developing it, that they weren't really making a whole lot of money, that led to 2 rounds of layoffs, one in 2024 and then one now. And you really think boycotting the game, not buying anything for it is going to lead to anything but laying off more devs and the company shutting down? I think that's all that's going to lead to. I don't think them losing more money is going to lead to Stu's resignation or the board changing leadership. It didn't last time. We just got more layoffs. That's all that's going to happen again if people do this. There needs to be a change in leadership, and I think this outcry will definitely you know, push things in that direction. Will it end up in a resignation? I don't know, really. Probably not. But I think calling this stuff out, you know, calling Stu out on Twitter, calling out the board to replace the leadership at the company and that kind of stuff is a much more productive way of doing things than just boycotting the entire game, because there are still very hardworking devs that work on the game. Clumsy, Pon, the Titan Talk guys, Azaya and Kulakun, like there's still a lot of amazing people that work on the game, and I don't think boycotting it is really going to result in anything except either more layoffs or the company going completely under. So yeah, I'm still going to be supporting the game. Honestly, I might hop on and buy like 10,000 diamonds right now just to kind of show my support for the devs that are still there. Because I love this game, man. I love this game. And that's why I'm going to still keep creating content for it on the channel. I'm not going to change anything. Literally nothing's going to change in terms of the like content that I'm producing for the game. If you guys are still here to watch it, then I'm still going to make it, basically. But yeah, of course, let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think the game is kind of dead at this point? Do you think it's on course to be dead? Do you think it's still going to be a really great game? Let me know, and I will catch you guys for a real video. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I'll see. I might have enough time to get one out today in addition to this video. Otherwise, I'll see you guys for another video tomorrow. Catch you guys in another one later on. Have a great day, and peace out, you nerds.